We really realized that there was a lot of automotive content creators that were building really neat stuff, but just didn't have a venue that could focus specifically on them. So what we did is we created this event to focus specifically on you guys, and you can show off your craftsmanship, your outside the box thinking, because a lot of y'all are working just like the regular person. You're doing it on a low budget, at home, with the parts that you have, just enjoying what you do. And we wanted to spread that out, because that's, in reality, that's the essence of true hot rodding, right? That's how it all started. That's how it's going to continue through the world. Anyone can go buy a pile of parts and assemble it. Nobody can make something that's not supposed to work. Okay? So that's what we're here celebrating today, is you guys' enthusiasm, your unwillingness to quit. Thank you very much for coming out. It's very heartfelt.
All right, I want to thank all you guys for coming out too. I put on a lot of events here, and I'm pretty pleased for Dallas here. He's really worked hard on this. He's been working on it all year. My name is Barkley. I'm the traffic manager here. You probably met my wife over at the booth. If you got any questions, man, just feel free to come up and talk to me. Just a couple small safety things, man. We ain't gonna beat up on you on tech too hard, but I just got a few things. Make sure if you're in the left lane, you're the car that gets off the track first, all right? If you're in the right lane, even if you're the fast car, just hold up. Hold up and let the other car get off. Don't cross in front of them. There is a sand pit down there. Just so you know, if you go straight, you just roll right into some sand. There's a little over 1,350 feet of shutdown. I was asked that. Just, we run a lot of fast cars here. I race here on a weekly basis for the last 20 years, and only a handful of cars I've seen in that sand. So just make sure you ain't whomping it too hard down there past the finish line. You get on the brakes at the finish line, and everybody will be just fine on that. We'll run you guys out of lanes 1 and 2, most likely all day long. Water box will be all the way back in the back. You'll back into it. There's a little divot there to let you know when you're there. Feel free, if there's not somebody there and you got somebody with you, need some water, feel free to spray some more water down. It's okay. We don't get on you about that. We will have no scoreboards on, so you know it's wind light only. But during bracket racing, I will have the dial-in boards on, so at least you'll know you're dialing. All right, so make sure you check your dial-in before you stage. Once you stage, the dial-ins you see back here when you're sitting there in the burnout box, that's your dial-in. So if you're rolling up to the beams, the dial-in that's on that board right then is the car behind you. Yours will be on the board when the car in front of you is taking off, just so you know. We do have some 110 race gas left if anybody needs it, and I have some methanol left if anybody needs it. We have top-end lube in the concession stand, dial-in if you need it. A full menu down there today. Please support us if you can. It's everything hand fresh food every day. Nothing's ever frozen. I've worked pretty hard on that stand for the last couple of years, so please support that if you can. Anybody got any questions for me? Where is the what? Fuel right now is still in the back of my truck because I've just been too busy. But if you need some fuel, get with me as soon as we're done here, and I'll get it for you if you need it. I have alcohol by the drum or by the gallon, whichever you want. Yeah, it'll be on a regular 510 Sportsman tree, staggered tree.
Small tires, instant green.
So yeah, we have a true instant green here, so it's not just unscrewing the balls. It's a setting that we set up for our junior dragster racing on our outlaw racing. We do on that. So it's a true instant green. You can try to anticipate it, but you will go red. It'll red light you. I promise you, it will red light you. So.
Saturday night, yes sir. Now, we can do, since we got a couple tested tunes built in, we can do like a tested tune for the 28-10-5 instant green so you guys can get used to the tree.
We'll call you separately.
We'll call you up for that.
All right, but those of you. see if this one works. Try this one.
All right, can everyone hear me? For those of you running the bottle or some squeeze or whatever you want to call it today, there is a shop here in town that is willing to fill bottles. They're only 3 miles. It's Greg Adams, what is it? Greg's Tuning Center. You can Google it. It's about 3 to 4 miles from here. Okay? He's open till 5. So if you're going to spray the bejesus out of it, make sure you get your bottles filled by 5. Tomorrow is on a case-by-case basis. They may or may not be able to fill it just based on their work schedule. They have someone coming in, but he's going to also be working on projects there. So if you need your nitrous bottles filled, do it at the end of the day today before 5 o'clock. We'll have a little bit of time built in there before the burnout competition, so you can run over and get your bottles filled, be back before the burnout competition happens. Oh.
Hey, a big thanks to all those people who hit that subscribe button for these who are waiting out here at the gate, who needed their 500 subscriptions to get into this thing. Hey, put your hands together. You brought in more people today. These guys who just got in under the gun with 500 subscriptions. Way to come in and tough it out at the front gate. This guy right here, Dizzy Izzy, he greeted us at the front gate. Way to go, Dizzy, among others. Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans, where are they at? All right, so hey, we got our group photo coming up, okay? And we want drivers to bring their vehicles. We're going to come from the big end of the racetrack, okay? We're going to come down here, we'll have people, and we're going to stage you diagonally on the track, and we're going to take a group overhead drone photo, or we're going to use the cherry picker, whichever of the two seems to give the best resolution for this. But we're going to call you guys out here just very shortly. Come down in a nice, neat, organized fashion. Please, nobody over 10 miles an hour. We want to keep this safe, as we're going to have every one of these cars on the track at the same time. So you're going to have to be kind of mindful, careful, keep the speeds down, keep it safe. But we're going to have a great big group photo. Just as soon as you guys get back, I'll call you out and we get all this staged. So hopefully everybody has a great weekend. I want to thank you all for coming out. Big thanks to Dallas for putting this together. Put your hands together for Dallas and for Barkley for hosting the event here at Jeffers Motorsports Park. Thank you, guys and gals, for coming out. So at this time, we're going to break up the drivers' meeting unless we have any last questions. Sir? Doubts? That is an excellent point. All right. Anybody who's never been on a drag strip before, raise your hand. Oh yeah, everybody needs to hear this. Okay, if you have a problem with the race car on the racetrack, carefully shut it down, get it under control, and pull to the side of the track just as fast as you possibly can, okay, safely. If you have any fluids leaking out of the car, it's easier to clean up one spot than it is to clean up a quarter mile into the return road, okay? You understand what I'm saying? It's easier to clean up one little pool of stuff than it is to clean up a big long strip. So if you're having problems, having issues of any kind at all with your car, carefully, safely pull it to the side of the racetrack and stop. Everybody understand that? Okay, once you're given the okay to go, we'll motion you out, or we'll call somebody to tow you if you are, in fact, emanating fluids, from every orifice of the race car, and I've been guilty of that. So, anyway, hopefully everybody has a good time. Dallas, what else? All right. For those of you who are running antifreeze in your cooling system, one of the track rules is no antifreeze. So we do have a dump bucket over here. You can drain it out. We've got water. You can fill it back up. Oil and antifreeze are two completely different animals to clean up on a racing surface, okay? You can absorb oil with oil dry and the sweep that they use out here. to get antifreeze up requires an act of Congress, and we all know how they move, right? So if you've got antifreeze in your car, they've got a place to dump it over here. Please drain it out. I've got a spare drain pan in the trunk of my Roadrunner if somebody needs one. Drain the antifreeze out, replace it with just straight water, please, just for this event, and then you can put antifreeze back in and get yourself home, and everybody should have a safe event. But if you leak that stuff on the track, we're going to be down for a large amount of time. So we don't want to inconvenience everybody for the sake of one person putting antifreeze on the track. So if you'd all help us with that, we sure do appreciate it. One other thing, if you've got a golf cart, go-kart, moped, whatever that you use for a pit vehicle, if you're driving that, you must be a licensed driver at least 16 years of age, okay? It helps us with the insurance here. And that's just so that we have safety, we have some kind of responsibility. Basically, no kids on the golf carts or the go-karts or anything like that. Is that understood? All right, let's have a safe race. You guys head back to your pits. We'll call you out here in just a moment. Yes? Yeah, we're going to use lanes 1 and 2, and you can figure out if you want the right or the left when you get up here. We're not going to put you in a certain lane. All right? Thanks, guys.